What's up, guys? I have a overview video for you today of this knife. This is the Shirogorov Neon Ultralight, and what makes it an ultralight is it versus the regular Neon is it doesn't have the backspacer. It has just a standoff, so maybe gives it a half of an ounce difference or less. I don't know. But I'll put the specs and weight up right here, so if you want to pause and read, you can do that now. This knife, to me, it, even though some people say it's just a gray, everything's gray on it, the blade's gray, and it just looks plain. To me, that's okay, because it still looks like an attractive knife to me. So that's a good thing, a good point that it has going for it. Now this was actually the second one. I had to send the first one I had back. It had detent problems. So when the knife was closed, if you pressed on the lock bar, you heard like a little click, and it's almost like the detent ball went further in, and then you couldn't get it out. But this knife, so I first bought it like maybe a couple weeks ago, but I had to send it back and they sent me a new one. This one doesn't have that problem, but it's just kind of like I'm not really that into it. I thought I would like it, and it's gonna be going bye-bye. But before it did, I just wanted to talk about it and why I didn't really like it. One of the first things is if you touch the lock bar at all, the blade is not coming out, so I have to put my hand way down here. So it would be most comfortable if I could just hold it like this, but it came out that time. But normally it won't really come out that good. I think the flipper tab, I like how it's minimal like that, but I would like it to have a little bit more. Here is a $60 knife, and feels better to flip than this knife, which brings me to my next complaint. To me, this is overpriced. And when I showed you the specs, I'll have shown how much it costs and everything. So to me, that it is overpriced. People talk about the Shiro Action, but this one, maybe it's not as broken in as it could get, and I didn't disassemble it, so if I disassemble it and clean it, it'd probably have better action. This is on multi-row bearings. You can see that in there, multi-row bearings. But it doesn't really drop shut that good. Like I said, this $60 knife, it's almost the same feeling. So and I've had the Koenig Mini Goblin and the Arius for that matter drops shut a lot better. So the flipper tab I'm not a fan of, the lock bar not a fan of, and the pocket clip, doesn't clear that much material. So let's see. It fits okay in there, but it's just, I would like to have seen it again. $60 knife. I would like to see it have a little bit more clearance on it. But as far as the grind, it's a really nice, thinly ground, very, very low angle, secondary bevel. Does have ELMAX steel. Yeah, so, and then you have a little lanyard hole right there. It does have like a landing pad there. Oh man, just nicked my mat. Shoot. So your fingers do kind of land right there. There's no jimping. You don't really need it on this knife. And it is a very lightweight knife. There's no milling or anything. One thing interesting about this knife is here's where it locks up out here, and then normally when a blade will hit at another curved spot, but here it just hits right on the lock face. Not really a fan of that. That's where the lock interfaces. Let me clean that off some. It has some lubrication on it. Hold on. Yeah, another thing is when you open it, you can then push it almost all the way over. So, and then it sticks. So, I don't like that. As long as you're not pushing it, it's easy to disengage. But yeah, so that lock bar smashes right on the lock interface. And you can see a little dent where they have it. Yeah. So I just think for the money it could have been better made. And I'm not even seeing the very good action that it's supposed to have. But that, again, that could be because it's not broken in. But this one's gonna go to a new home. So, anyway, guys, hope you're having a good one. It is a good looking knife, though. It has to have that going for it. It's nice. So, nice looking. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good one. See you in the next one.